I'll start with you, since you're wearing a certain shirt. You had certain things to say about the color blue today. What is it that you would like to say?
I don't like the color. And I know you wonder, well, if you don't like the color blue, what are you doing with this blue shirt? I'm going to get to that in a minute. I think we all agree that colors can be a mood changer. Would everybody agree to that in general? Mm-hmm. Okay, most of y'all on the side already. So, if colors can be a mood changer, when someone talks about the blues, is that anything good? You have to admit, they made a whole category of music that's called the blues, and that means that your wife left you, you don't have any money, the dog bit you, the car broke down, the blues. You know, it is literally the blues. When you say the blue, or you blue or the blues, you automatically think of something negative. I was in the Air Force for 22 years. Blue. The uniform is blue. Airplanes are playing blue. I didn't know it until I got out, where I was so damn miserable. It was that blue. Okay? I'm happy as heck now that I've been out of the Air Force. After all those years, I thought I was happy. Didn't realize that I was blue all that time. I think changing the color blue would solve half of our racial problems. Instead of saying the blue sheep, the black sheep, let's say he's the blue sheep of the family. He told a blue lie instead of a black lie. All those things. I think that'll solve half of our racial problems. Now you're wondering, why am I wearing this blue shirt? It's Monday. I'm feeling blue. So, my argument is for blue, as you can tell, because I think we need to get off of all these other colors and go to some other color besides blue. I argue that you get rid of all the blue, and every day you come out, like today, it's going to always be a blue sky. So, let the blue sky be, well, let's get rid of all the blue.
Roop, how would you respond to that?
Well, I think blue is one of the best colors because colors resemble mood changer, and all the doctors wear blue dress because the patient is not scared of that, and it relaxes. And blue symbolizes youth and also trust, friendship. Blue is the color of friendship, like because it is so close to each human individuals. It is so attractive, very appealing, and all the painters or poets, whatever they say, they explain about the color blue. And they drew a drawing, the drawing contains blue. And whatever you do, you go to your workplace, you see many people wearing blue shirts, like Michael. And it's a kind of blue and white, or like Wall Street dresses, because you go on a black pant, blue shirt, and a black overcoat with a red tie, which resembles like, this is the correct professional attire you have to go with. So you see in this argument, in this room itself, you see many people wearing blue shirts or blue t-shirts because they like that color. If you don't like that color, you are not going to wear it. So blue is such a good color. You want people to think that you are presenting yourself good, and so you wear a blue shirt to the workplace. And it happened to be like blue is my favorite color actually. So if I plan to buy a car or anything, I buy a blue car. All throughout my education, I use a blue ink pen, and it's very common than black. So it's so common that you are used to that color, and you see that color very often. People wearing it, people using it at the workplace, at home. All the Pepsi or Coke ads, everything, they contain blue. And our oceans are blue in color, at least from far distance. The sky is blue, because if you're depressed, you look at the sky and at least relax. That's the nature, your attraction to the nature. So I perfectly say that blue is by far my best color.
Okay, now Michael, Roop says that he agrees that colors can change behaviors, attitudes, feelings. He says blue relaxes. How do you respond to that?
Roop stated that blue about people that's wearing blue today, I'm telling you, they're wearing blue because they're in a bad mood today. Blue is just not the color that we should choose from. When you want to make happy, you go to those happy places. Everybody that have children, you go to these, you take your kids to Disneyland, you take them to some of the play areas or whatever, pizza places, you know. You don't see blue in there. You see orange, green, yellow. You don't see blue because it makes you be what? Blue. They coined the phrase for a reason, folks. Blue. It's not a good feeling. So I say, let's get rid of blue. Anybody got the house in there blue? A blue house? I'm sorry to offend you if you do. You must have been in a good mood when you bought it. You know, anybody paint blue rooms? I think the White House got one room blue, but they got some other rooms in there too. I just don't think blue is the color that we should choose from. It has a negative stereotype from the very beginning, and you really just can't change it. There's a reason for the blue sky. It's a big, beautiful blue sky. It's spacious, you know, from the song and everything. That's fine. Let's leave the spacious blue skies in the sky. But never, ever paint your room blue or your car blue. Roop, I don't know your choice of cars. You probably got a great car, but it probably don't look good because it's blue.
So, Roop Michael just said that your car doesn't look good. And then no one would buy a blue house. How do you respond to those accusations?
Blue car, because if I buy a blue car, the advantages are people, even if I'm using it in the East Coast or in the West Coast, either because of the sun or the snow, it's not going to fade its color, and it's attractive. When you're going on road, people see. You have to be. I mean, as Michael was saying, not many people. Blue is not the color of you need to have, because it's the mood changer and it gets you into a depressed mood. But actually, in my opinion, blue is a good color which relaxes everyone. And if you're having a blue color, it's not. It's a color which is good for the environment also. So most of the advertisements, whether they're talking about weather, everything, you can only see blue color dominating the screens. Because if it is depressing, they won't show it on TV for people to get depressed. And I also mean to say that it symbolizes youth and spirituality. So, and when they first released these jeans by Levi's, their favorite jeans is with blue jeans. They just show so much ad, they do the Levi's blue jeans. It's their authentic jeans. Maybe they say like it's for the hard work, for the hard workmen people who wear all the blue jeans, but it is most common jeans like every other youth or old men wear, because it's so popular and it's so attractive with any kind of t-shirts you wear or shirts. Not only blue shirt, but blue jeans is also really good. So if people are in bad mood, Friday they won't wear a blue jean and an Abercrombie shirt and go to work.
Okay, thank you, John.